wow, you really added weight. What are you eating? See your stomach. Please stop it. You didn't create your body. I didn't create my body. So whatever happens to my body, I don't know. It just happened. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Yomi again, and today on the channel I am going to be talking about social etiquette, as you can see from the title of this video. So before I proceed into this video, I think I should give a shout out to my Sunday school class, because this was where I learned about this topic, and I felt that it was a good thing to bring this to the channel to talk to you guys about it, because I personally learned a lot, and I felt like if I had learned this, why not bring it to a bigger space for more people to know about it. If you'd like to know more about this topic, please, if you think it's something that interests you, make sure you definitely keep watching. So what is etiquette? Etiquette, in simpler words, means good behavior. Good behavior that distinguishes human being from animal. In other words, we can say etiquette refers to guidelines which controls the way an individual behaves in the society. Now, when we talk of etiquette, etiquette is what makes a man become a gentleman. Etiquette is what makes people not to be shy of your behavior, or like they are shy on your behalf, or like they are ashamed on your behalf in the society. Etiquette is what makes you ensure that you are properly behaved in a party, even when you're eating, just anything you're doing in life. Etiquette helps you to ensure that you are in check. Now, we have different types of etiquette. We have meeting etiquette, we have business etiquette, we have eating etiquette, we have telephone etiquette. We have different types of etiquette, but today I'm going to be talking more of social etiquette, knowing that we are social beings and we have to relate with each other in our day-to-day activities. So why is it important to know about etiquette, or why do we need etiquette? The first reason is because it practically just makes you a cultured person in the society. You're well behaved, you have manners, you're not going about disrespecting people knowingly or unknowingly. This could be intentional, this could be unintentional. Etiquette is what makes you connect with like minds in the society. Etiquette makes you respect people. Etiquette makes you value relationships. Etiquette helps you to build trust and loyalty. It helps people know that you are a trustworthy person, or you are a loyal person. It helps people know that your secret is safe with you. It helps people to know that there's really just something about this person that is different from probably every other person in the society. And today I'm going to be talking about a few of this social etiquette that I think is going to be useful for you and I. So I have a few points that I've written down here, just in case you see me probably looking down and you already know. First point I have written down here says that when invited to a social gathering, do not be in the haste to take the front seat. Yes, I feel like this happens like every time, because we usually have social gatherings at every other time. You go to a wedding, you could have a meeting, you can go to any place, any social gathering, birthday parties, anywhere you find yourself, even in church. Like, do not be in a haste to go to the front seat, because the front seat could be reserved. The front seat could be for VIPs. You just really never know. But if they ask you, maybe the ushers or people attending to you, now tell you, excuse me ma'am, please move forward or so, then you can move forward. But do not be in a haste to go to the front seat, because what if you sit on the front and now tell you, okay, excuse me ma, stand up please, you have to go to the back. You don't want to disgrace yourself. You don't want people to probably laugh at you and all those things. So do not be in a haste to sit in the front seat if you're invited to any gathering. Now, the next point I have here says that do not call someone more than twice except it's an emergency. I feel like not everybody, virtually people are guilty of this. Like, I used to do this before, but thankfully now I know better, and I'm definitely going to do better. Whenever you have to call someone, if you have to reach out to someone, make sure you call them once or twice. Okay, I'm not going to say you should call them once, because once could be like a mistake or like a flash, or but you call them twice, and that's fine. You don't have to call them 10 times, 100 times, give them like 17 missed calls. except there is an emergency. And if truly there's an emergency, you've tried reaching this person is not picking up, please send a text message. Except the person is maybe an illiterate and cannot read, or person cannot see or anything. But please, if it's like, if it's someone that has the ability to read, and there's no problem, please make sure you send a text message, because you don't know if this person is in a meeting, you don't know if this person is busy, you don't know if this person is unable to attend to your request at that time. Please make sure you send a text message, because if you keep calling people every time, whenever you really need something and something is important, they will not even know, because they feel like that is how you always call them, that is how you always disturb them if there's a problem. Then this next point I'm going to be talking about, it says that return the money you have borrowed even before the other person remembers. Okay, this table is shaking because people are guilty of this. Now it says that you should return the money you borrowed before the other person remembers. Now this leaves a good impression. If you do this, it leaves a good impression with the other party. It leaves a good legacy. It makes them know that you're not a money monger. I don't know if that's the right word, but like, it just really leaves a good impression. In fact, there's even something I usually tell people, like, if you have to borrow something, for example, I have to borrow money from my friend called Lola. Now I tell her, okay Lola, please can you borrow me 20,000 naira? Now, I have to tell Lola when I want to return this money. Now, I say that, Lola, please borrow me 20,000 naira. I would return it by the first week of next month. Now, giving Lola first week of next month doesn't mean that I'm going to have that money first week of next month. I probably know that I'm going to have the money on 25th of this month that we are currently. And maybe let's say 25th is like next week. Today is maybe 18 or 17. I'm just giving an assumption. I know that 25th is next. I'd rather tell Lola a further date, so that it's easier for me to actually, if I have the money by the 25th, it's easier for me to return the money. Because what if anything happens to you? What if you don't even get paid? What if your organization does not even pay you at the time you're thinking they will pay you? So make sure that you give further than the day you're expecting the money. I don't know if you get. So that way, it probably even feels like you return the money earlier than the date you get. So that way, it's easily better for you. Even if something happens, you're unable to return at that period, you still have time to try to make sure that you get the money back. So don't always give the exact date that you know that this is when you have the money. Give like a week or like a few days before that time. It helps you to gain trust that even if you need money again later, you know that the person will be willing to borrow you because you keep to your words. I don't know if you guys understand what I said, what I just tried to explain. Now the next point I have here says that always be modest. Be careful not to order the very expensive dish on the menu when someone is giving you lunch or dinner. So when I first heard this point, when they said it in church, I was like, okay. It's really true, because I know the word expensive is relative. What's expensive to me might not be expensive to you. What's expensive to me might not be expensive to the person taking me out on a date. But here's what I do. Any food I know that if I go out I cannot pay for, like if something happens and I cannot pay for it, then I don't order that food. If I have to go out with you, maybe lunch or dinner, whatever I order, even if I know you're the one paying, I make sure that it's something I can pay for. Even if eventually you are unable to pay this money, this helps me to keep myself in check. It helps me to be modest. This is what I practice normally, because you can't say, okay, just order the food within 10,000 naira. What is 10,000 naira might be very cheap. It might even be too cheap to some people, or it might be too expensive for some people. So whatever you know you cannot really just pay for, please don't order for it. That's my own take on that matter. Yeah, and also on the same point, I would also advise that it's important that we learn not to take advantage of the other person. I know that this might sound cliche, but it's really important, because we're in a world of very selfish people. It really feels good to know that the other party is not trying to take advantage of you. The other person or the other party is probably trying to be modest. It even really makes you feel good. Imagine that as a guy, you take a girl on a date, and you can see that the girl is trying not to probably like spend all your money in a whole day on one plate of food. It just leaves a good impression on you that no, this person is a good person, this person is considerate, this person has manners. Remember, if you eat that day, tomorrow you're still going to be hungry, next tomorrow you will still be hungry. So why do you have to break the bank just to eat on the dinner date? And the next point I have here says that if you take a taxi with a friend and the person pays, try to pay next time. That's very, very simple. I pay for your taxi, you pay for mine. Life is a balance. The next point here says that never comment negatively. This point, let me read it again. Never comment negatively on someone's weight in public. Like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Why do you have so many acne on your face? Like, wow. Oh, you have really lost weight. I know, thank you. Oh wow, you really added weight. What are you eating? I see your stomach. Please stop it. Don't body shame people. Even if you have to tell them that they have lost weight, or don't do it publicly, I beg you. You can just call the person privately, and as if the person is your friend. If you have a good rapport with the person, and you know that the person will not be offended, because a lot of people are already probably struggling with their body structure, the way they look, and then you now want to add to it. Please, I beg of you, don't make people feel less of themselves. Don't add to their problem. If you cannot say any good thing about them, then just move on. Like, you don't have to say that they have lost weight, or they have added weight, or there's so many acne on their face, and oh, why are you having so much pimples, or why you didn't create your body. I didn't create my body, so whatever happens to my body, I don't know. It just happened. You get? I know that I can try to work on my diet, I can try to exercise, but there's something called metabolism. Adding weight is not because of what you are eating or what you are not eating. Yeah, it's a factor, I know, but it's not the only factor responsible for people's body change. So please, I beg you, please do not body shame anybody. Don't comment on anybody's weight publicly and then you draw attention to that person. Please don't do it. I beg of you, don't do it. Now this next point I'm going to be saying is for ladies. It says for ladies, avoid sitting carelessly. When you sit down, make sure you close your leg. It's advisable that you cross your leg at the ankle like this, like so. When you sit down, cross your leg by the ankle. And then for men, all you have to do is just be a gentleman. You don't have to cross your leg, but you don't have to open it too much too. Just be a gentleman. Now this next point is something I feel like virtually everybody, not everybody, like most people are guilty of. It says that when someone shows you a photo on their phone, do not swipe left or right, for you do not know what's next. It is true. Like, oh, you look so beautiful, this picture looks so beautiful, can I see? And then you show them next thing, swiping master. Like this is something that is just, I feel it's just something natural, because you know, as ladies we like to take pictures and we probably want to see what's next, you get? But social etiquette is knowing that you have to be careful not to just swipe or check people's phone, open people's phone without even though the phone doesn't have password, opening people's phone without their permission or checking their pictures. It is very wrong. You don't know what's there. You don't know, maybe there's like a picture they don't want you to see, or there's like a detail they don't want you to have access to. It could be their bank account, it could just be something very tender that they don't want you to see, or maybe a secret or something, and then here you are going to somebody's phone without their permission, or probably swiping to the next picture. Please, this is also something I'm personally working on. When somebody gives me their phone, to make sure that I don't swipe to see the next one, just to return it as they gave me. You get? So please try and do this if you can. I know it's kind of difficult, because personally I like pictures, but please, you can do it. I know. Now the next point says that if a colleague tells you they have doctor's appointment, you don't need to ask what for. Just ask, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Now this is true, because you know, some people, they tell you they have to go see the doctor, and now you probably feel in your mind like, okay, what are you going to see the doctor for? So instead of you asking what are you going to, just ask, are you okay? Are you fine? If they want you to know why they want to go see a doctor, trust me, they will tell you. You will know. You don't have to ask what for. What are you going to do? Or are you pregnant? Or are you? Please don't do it. In fact, don't even ask married couple that, you know, they just got married. Don't even ask married people that are newlyweds, like, oh, when are we expecting our baby? Or the one that already has baby, when are you giving us the next baby? Please, if you want them to have the next baby, then go and get pregnant for them and give them the baby. Please, there's some questions that you really should not just ask people, except you're very close with them, except you have like a good rapport with them. Please do not do it. Don't ask them. Don't. Just leave it. If they want you to know, trust me, you would know. But this next point is actually kind of related with the last point I just said. He said don't always intrude in people's business. That one we all know. It's mind your business in the scriptures, like do your work and mind your own business. Everybody knows that. Then in the last point here says that don't visit a person without being invited except a family or friend, or except it's a surprise. Don't visit them, like, because you don't know, maybe they are busy or something is going on with them. Just try to call, place a call. Oh, hello, are you home? Hello, what's up with you? I just said, except it's like your GG, like, you know, there's some people that you don't really have to call because person is like probably very close to you, and even people that are very close to you, they still want you to. They still want to feel like, yes, you still have to take permission from me. You get, because those very intimate relationships, or you know. But if it's like just a normal friend, please do not go to people's houses without calling them, sending any text message. Oh, are you home? Don't just open their house and enter baga. It's so wrong. Like, you shouldn't do it. So please, don't do it. So that's all for today. Those are all the points I had listed here. I hope you guys were able to learn something from today's video. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share this video, please. And don't forget to also watch my other videos. Please show your girl some love. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something. I'm going to see you all next time.